What is up, y'all? PinkMist here. We're gonna go over the 3-4 bear tonight. How to scream at people. This is what I used all at the beginning. Got me rage quit after rage quit when kids don't know how to stop it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go 3-4 bear. You're gonna pick that cover 2 invert. That's our base set for all the blitzes we're gonna send. We'll put them in a spread out. Let's put them in some like verts or something. Show you guys the play, and I'll break down how to do it real quick. The point of this play is to send extreme edge heat from that right side. You want to have this user, and you're pretty much free to go anywhere on the field, over this middle. You want to control the crossing routes, everything deep. I'm going to go ahead and let this run so you can just see him scream real quick. Comes right around that edge, bang, before they even can see what they're doing. Turn into a fumble, we're gone. Alright, so this is how you set it up. The very beginning, get that cover 2 invert. You want to triangle, left on the right stick to base the line, left on the D-pad, up on the left stick to spread your line, right on the D-pad again, right on the right stick to blitz the right outside linebacker. Oh, we didn't get the adjustments off. Give me 1 second. After all those steps, you just want to contain. I'll show you. So it's triangle, left, left D-pad, up, right D-pad, right on the right stick, L1, R1. That's what your play art looks like. You want to have those guys containing. You want to have that blitz screamer. We'll run it. And you're just usering all the stuff in the middle here. Look at this. Easy strip sacks. If you user them and you R1 strip sack them, a lot of times that's an easy fumble. But you don't want to use them. I'm just saying switch to him right at the end. A lot of times he'll just get the fumble by himself. Obviously didn't set the blitz up there. But you can do a lot out of this set. Not only just send that blitz, but you can go into coverage as well. We're going to go ahead and I'll show you guys a little bit how you can change things depending on, you know, what your opponent is doing. Get back in that cover 2 invert. Let's give them shotgun again. Let's go back on the spread wise slot. Put them on verticals. So we set it up normally here. Now we look at it. All right. There's a lot of things you can do here. We can go ahead and we can shade this underneath. Now you see how that changes the purple and the flat to a hard flat? If after shading it underneath, you go ahead and you shade it over the top, it's going to turn it into a cloud flat. Now what the zone that you are taking out here is what's going to be open is the flat on the right side. As you can see, it is wide open because you're blitzing the guy that would have been in that zone. If you want, you can go ahead and pull this up. My bad. You can triangle, X. Now we can put this guy in a flat as well. And then we go ahead, we can shade down. We can turn that into a hard flat. So you got something here. And then your user is all right here. This is the main setup I like to do when people start going to the flats. We'll let that play out. You'll see where this guy goes to right off the blitz. Bang. And that flat's closed up. Alright. Some other stuff you can do. Now I'll show you guys if someone is really like passing on you. Now say you've set up this blitz a few times, people are starting to see it, they're starting to dot you up. What we like to do is we like to go into a max protection here. So we're going to still show that blitz. You see how that guy's still showing that blitz? What we're going to do is we're going to base a line, we're going to go ahead, we're going to spread the line, but this time I'm going to double on the right D-pad, I'm going to hit this X, and I'm going to put him in a middle third here, which really takes away that outside. Now you can do some different stuff, you know, if this guy in the slot's been being an issue, you could go ahead and you could man him up like this, you know, give him a little bit of that look, and at that point you could take this X and you could put him into a deep half, you know, so that way that's what you're looking at, you know, a little manned up in the slot. You still got that curl flat, and then you got that guy, or you could go ahead and you can put this circle in an outside third if they're trying to look to bomb you there. And then you could go ahead and put this X, you could man him up on this slot receiver. So a lot of different looks you can hit him with. And like I said, you know, shading under, shading over to change those cloud flats. Right over there to cloud flats if they're looking short. And here, they're going to be expecting that blitz. And watch where this linebacker, this David, the guy over here, right here, the X linebacker, watch him just drop back into coverage in the middle of the field. That Devin McCourty back there is just going to read the field. We're right here. This is our responsibility, this user. And they're still getting the heat. A lot of times in MUT, you guys are going to have those guys that are solid. So that's my base 3-4 bear blitz for you. What else we got out of this 3-4 bear, or actually 3-4 in general? It's a lot of people's favorite, the pinch buck. All right, I'm gonna bring the pinch buck. Go ahead and put them in a. Let's put them back in gun. Spread wide slot again. Do some verts. Now pinch buck here. This is going to be sending everybody just manning these guys up. So it is very important to make sure you guys don't get beat. I like to go ahead and shade over the top. I'll even pass commit a lot of the time. I'll go ahead, I'll spread my line, and then I'll put them on the contain. Alright? So this is what we're looking at. And go ahead and we're going to run it. Supposed to be user and that other guy right there. Now this is something if they're picking up picking up one receiver, if they're blocking one of their backs, you know, this is going to be something that gets them. So you just want to go ahead and you want to press, so triangle, left down, and you want to shade over the top, triangle, right stick up again. So you're making sure you're not getting burnt deep. You want to even pass commit, L1, right stick up to pass commit. All right? You guys have these here, spread out your line, and then you got your contain on. Now, even if he blocks that back there, the back's gonna have to pick somebody up. He's either gonna pick up the left outside guy or the right outside guy. I'm gonna go ahead, and your line even gets him. The only way he's really not getting sacked is if he steps up in the pocket there. And there's one more blitz out of the cover 3-4 bear that I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys here. It's a little bit more of an advanced blitz. This is for, you know, depending side dependent. It is used really well to stop the run too. If they're blocking their backs, this is going to make it so they go ahead and they can't get, the second guy can't get picked up. One guy's always going to be getting picked up. This play you have to flip it. All right, you want to flip it. Go ahead. We'll put them back into a gun. So this is a flipped invert for this more advanced heat blitz. I'm going to send them in 4 verts again. Now this time we're going to triangle. We're going to base a line, we're going to spread our line, but this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to blitz all of our linebackers. So this is what you're looking at here, and then again with the contain. Alright, so now you're using McCourty. Now as you can see, with this cover 2, with this blitz, you're leaving a lot of things open. So, you know, like I was saying before, you can go ahead, you can adjust this up a little bit. You could man some guys up. You could give it a different look. You know, you're putting this guy manned up in the flat, or you know, I mean, you're just throwing him back in that outside third. You know, just play with it depending on the opponent's tendencies. So this is what we're mainly looking at. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hover here to give the look, the full heat. But as you can see, watch the back's going to try to pick him up, and we'll still go ahead and we'll get pressure through regardless. Right there. There comes that other man shooting that second gap. So that is for when you're using that 3-4 blitz, the original blitz. This is the original blitz right here. Now I'm sending this edge heat all the time. Normally I like to have bar on that right outside linebacker. If you can get fearmonger or an X factor that triggers quick, he'll get there. This is where we're coming out. Now if they're blocking their running backs, then you want to go to this blitz. We're spreading the line. We're base aligning. Spreading the line. Sorry, make sure you guys base align first, okay? And right on the D-pad, down to blitz all your backs. You're going to contain. You're going to hover right here. Now hover right here. Normally you can hold L1 when you're hovering in game. They'll start it up. Now watch the back go to pick up the blitz. That other screamer comes through. Boom. Alright? This is one of my favorite plays to run, guys. You know, and if they're picking up that blitz, just remember, you can always drop back into the coverage package again. He hiked me. I'll just use it, shoot that gap. The last thing that I want to cover out of this 3-4 here is just a straight up 3-4 cover 1. Just something that you can adjust to. You know, if they're seeing that you're screaming like this at them, then I go ahead and I switch to a bear. I go into let's see. Sometimes I'll go cover 1 out of nowhere. Cover 1 hole right there. Alright. Go ahead, we'll get them back on this shotgun. This isn't something that I use all the time because mostly you just clamp it up with that. It's just to give somebody another look. It's just to give them another look. So you're coming in here, we're pressing. I'm going to shade inside here. We're going to pass commit. Now you can go ahead and you take this receiver. I like taking this guy and either putting him out in a flat like this to pick up those guys. Or going ahead and just dropping him back into a deep half here, just to zone that up. Now this whole middle of the field is your responsibility. You have two guys over here. You're mostly going to be worried about the user over here or the guy coming out of the backfields. So just a straight cover one. That would have been a pick. That should have been a pick right there. I don't know why I didn't pick it off. That's pretty much it, guys. You got the bear blitz. You got send in the heat. You got the advanced heat for when they block. You got how to turn that cover 2 invert into max protection. It's all right there, man. The 3-4 is very effective. Until someone's really blocking backs with split close like we showed in the first blitz video, and really starting to dot you up, then maybe you need to start switching to something else, you know, like the dollar I'm running or whatever else. But you can run that 3-4 invert, and you can just make your adjustments. You'll guarantee that the lower divisions, you're just going to get rage quit after rage quit after rage quit. So I appreciate you guys. This is the third episode of the ebook, 3-4 Bear. PinkMist out.